Today I'd like to introduce to you the Sony Xperia V. Now it's a final product over here, the final device, and that's how it looks like. And as you can see, it's again like on the Xperia Arc, that curved back over here, and it's lying very great in the palm. Also it's really comfortable, and for the thickness you have 8.5 millimeters in the middle and 10.7 millimeters on both edges. That's not very much, and you have just only 120 grams when you have 65 millimeters over here and 129 millimeters over here. So it's a really great feeling in your hand, especially because the back is again it's a good grip you have with your hand over here, and it's a warm feeling, very different, let's say, to the Samsung Xperia S3 with its very glossy back over here that's cold, and this one is very warm. And especially you can, that's a big difference to the Xperia Z. You can open the back, and as you can see, it's over here. It's again IP55 and IP57, so it's resistant to water and dust, and that's the big advantage. You can remove the battery. I don't like those integrated batteries, because normally you have on a working day or a busy working day, on the afternoon or in the evening, the problem that the power is going down, and if you can change the battery quickly, that's a big advantage on my side. And over here we have a combined slot. This is for the micro SD card up to 32 gigabyte, and down here that's the micro SD slot. So that's not the big ones, the old ones, and not the very small ones, the nano ones from the iPhone. So it's a middle size. You can pull them over here and battery back and go on. The only problem is you can have a hot swap over here, but that's a minor problem, as having no slot for SD cards. So that's a thing you can live with, I think. I could. And by the way, over here, this is a antenna for the NFC, and that's the 13 megapixel camera, videos with full HD, of course, but it's not the new sensor from the Xperia Z, which is called Xmore RS. That's the old Xmore, the first generation Xmore chip, but this one has shown great photos in older Xperias. So I'm hoping that we'll have similar good pictures over here that we'll see in the final review. Okay, here we go. And before you're saying, okay, that's again, it was clear when I started that's the problem with all those glossy covers over here. We have those fingertips to be seen. I'm waiting for a new cover over here that is not absorbing but resistant to fingertips. So I hope I will see that still. But let's go back to the display. This one is 45 millimeters and 95 millimeters in height. So you come to 4.3 inches in the square, and with 720 by 1280 pixels, you have a pixel density of 342 ppi. So it's the same niveau like the Xperia S or the HTC 8X. So one of the top three smartphones today concerning the pixel density on the market, excluding those new ones like Xperia Z with those full HD screens, but they are not available at the moment. They're coming, let's say, about at March. This one will be available in the mid-January over here in Germany or Europe, let's say. So this one is available, and I guess it will be about 70 or 80 euro without any contract cheaper. So it's totally different. And again, please don't forget, you have a removable battery and you have a micro SD card. So that's two advantages, and it's cheaper. It's three advantages, and you have a real good, as you can see over here, let me go a little bit closer, it's a really sharp display. Don't get me wrong, as you can see over here, so small texts over here, and white on black is never good to read, but this one is extremely sharp, so it's a really great display. I don't see that you really need more, but let's see this one in the final review when the Xperia Z arrived in about 2 months. And the only problem with this display I see is that let's go to the photo over here and go to the landscape mode. That you can see the full screen mode. That's the full screen mode of the Xperia V. It's the same like already seen by the Xperia T. That means you have those 3 buttons normally residing outside of the touchscreen down here. They moved into the touchscreen as soft keys and blending out to let's say gray dots that don't disturb. But this black line over here is staying on the screen. So these are 7 millimeters, or in the size 7% less. That's going down from that 4.3 inch size regularly. And you do have this this black line everywhere because you need those icons, except from videos. Here you can have a real full screen mode. This is 4.3 inches, and on all other situations, let's say in the browser, you have a net display size of 4.1 inches, and that's the size you have to compare to other screens or phones or devices like the Xperia S or Samsung Galaxy S3 or whatever. That regular phones do have the size of the display to show the content. Over here you have 4.1 inch to show the real content, so that's the truth. Even if you don't like to hear that, some Sony fans, I'm sorry for that, but that's the truth and that should have been told. Inside is a processor of Qualcomm, the Snapdragon S4 Plus, dual core of 1.5 gigahertz and 1 gigabyte RAM. So it's the same configuration like in the Nokia Lumia 920. That has been very great in the benchmarks. So I hope this one will do great too. Even if you have, of course, Android 4.0 at to date, the update to 4.1 shall be following soon, whatever that means with Sony, but let's hope that it's really not taking too long. You have, as you have seen, NFC, GPS, wireless LAN, and including 5 gigahertz, DLNA, and whatever. So it's a really great phone. And as you might have seen already, I really love it. It's really great in the palm. It looks great. I really love it. And the price here in Europe will be 579, so I guess it will be about 550, 560 euro without any contract, so about 70 or 80 euro less than the expected Xperia Z. So that's a big point, I guess. So let's wait for the big duel of the Xperias, the V versus the Z, if this one has arrived. I can't wait for those to compare those, and you will see that back soon. So thanks for watching and take care.